Hello there. Welcome back to Appa's Kitchen. I'm here in my kitchen. So I got home yesterday. I don't know, I've completely lost track of time. Anyway, I decided it's time to cook. It's been a while since I made anything. So today I'm going to make some stuffed peppers. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make them. It's summer in New Jersey. We always had a lot of peppers. So there are a lot of different things you can do with them. Here in California, the peppers are fair. So I just got some green peppers from Trader Joe's. Let me show you the ingredients and then I'll show you how easy it is for everything to come together. All right, so here are the ingredients. I just got 3 green peppers from Trader Joe's. I'm using ground pork. You can use ground beef if you want. You can use a mixture of pork and beef, whatever. Turkey, ground chicken, whatever you want. Rice, I'm using Japanese rice just because that's what I have and I actually like it. I have a can of whole tomatoes. And then this is not a requirement, but I really like this Calabrian chili pepper. So I'm going to put a little bit of Calabrian chili in with the tomatoes, salt and pepper. That's it. All right, so I'm all set up here. I have my tomatoes. My hands are clean. I just washed them. So I just like to crush the tomatoes with my hands rather than putting them in a blender. I like having still pieces of the tomato. You can use any kind of tomatoes that you want, but I like using the whole tomatoes. And then for the filling, I'm just using ground pork. So I'm just going to season it a little bit. Some salt and pepper. And some salt and pepper to the tomatoes too. It's just very simple sauce. You don't need to saute garlic or onion or anything like that. The flavor will come from the meat and from the peppers. All right, so we just got some salt and pepper. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the Calabrian chili to my tomatoes, so about that much. They're not super hot, but they will give it a really nice flavor, adding to that pepper flavor. All right, and then for the filling, I'm going to start with about a half cup of rice. This is 1 pound of meat. Just see what that looks like. So you don't have to cook the rice. It's going to cook with the peppers. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I've tried making it without rice, trying to be like carb free or whatever. But the meat just it doesn't really hold up. The rice really helps to make the filling, I don't know how to describe it. Just doesn't kind of shrivel up, dry up. All right, and then I was just thinking maybe I'll put a little bit of the tomato in with the filling. Let's see how this works. This is not something that I have normally done, but let's just see if that kind of makes a difference in keeping it moist. Yeah, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? All right, so that's it. It's very simple. So for my peppers, I cut them in half, cleaned out the inside, take the seeds out, and as much as the white as you can. I leave the stems on the peppers just to kind of hold them. So obviously it's something that you're going to have to cut off when you eat them. And then what we're going to do is just take the meat and put it inside the peppers. You notice that I also have some liquid in the bottom of my pan. So I didn't want my sauce to be super watery, but this is the tomato that was inside of the can once I took them out. We don't let anything go to waste. So you got to use every bit of that tomato that's in your pan. In your can. All right, so my peppers are stuffed. 1 pound of pork and just 3 small peppers. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt and pepper again. It's very simple. And then take my tomatoes and cover the peppers. I'm going to put them into a 350-degree oven for about an hour. I just want to check and see if the rice is cooked. Now, I like my peppers to be really soft. Some people might like them a little bit on the harder side. Okay, I'm going to cover this with foil, pop them in the oven, and then I'll be back when it's done. All right, it smells good. It smells really good. So let's take a look. I think I want to uncover this a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of liquid in here. All right, looks good. And you can see the rice has expanded. So let me just taste. Yeah, the rice is cooked. So it's been an hour, and yeah, the peppers are still on the hard side, which is fine, but I want some of this liquid to evaporate, so I'm going to leave it in for about another 20 minutes or so. All right, smells really good. Looks good. It's cooked down a little bit. My lens was fogging up. All right, I think they are done. What do you think, viewer? Yeah, it looks good. So, you could probably cook them without foil. I just wanted to make sure the rice cooked. That's why I put the foil on there, to create that steam, to steam the rice. All right, they're looking good, and I made a little Greek salad to go along with them. So let's try it, see how they are. All righty, so let's see if this one has a stem. No, this one didn't have a stem, just a little piece. All right, let's see what it tastes like. The pepper is nice and soft. That's the way I like them. Actually, still has a little bit of crunch to it. Really nice. And that little hint of spice from the Calabrian chili is really nice. A half cup of rice was plenty, because the rice really expanded. If you put more than that for a pound of meat, you're going to end up with a rice ball. But if you wanted to extend it, you could add more rice. I think the pork is good. I kind of like them better with beef, but I just wanted to try it with pork. Yeah, really nice. It's very juicy. It's not dry, flavorful. So these were 3 small peppers and a pound of meat. You probably could use 4 peppers. These are really full and so good. It has a little bit of a kick to it, but not super spicy. And you definitely don't need to add the Calabrian chili if you don't want to. So it's just very simple. Peppers, meat of your choice, some rice, tomato of your choice. I like the whole tomatoes. You don't need anything else. You don't need any basil, garlic, onion, anything like that. So it's just a really quick and easy filling meal. Have it with a salad, maybe a vegetable. And enjoy. I'm going to put some more sauce on it now that I cut it up. Okay. So that's it. Stuffed peppers. Let me know. Try it. How'd it go? All right. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.